Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
Should not boo the officials.
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
And should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. And we are here. We're ready for kickoff just moments away. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna. And tonight, Mario, I know we've got a couple of teams that are in the mix for that playoff chase, aren't they?
Definitely in. Rowe's a little bit better off with their district record than Mission. Mission cannot afford to lose another game, so you know they're really going to come out. It's not a bad team. The record, I think it's better than it indicates. It really is.
And what are your keys for tonight?
Well, today it's going to be about the offense, which offense can keep that ball moving. And, of course, anytime the defense has those stops, it really helps the team to put back their offense on the field. And, of course, mistakes. Those are the ones they got to, not only the turnovers, but also mistakes on special teams and penalties and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and another thing, Mission likes to throw the ball quite a bit. That's their bread and butter. For Rowe, a little bit more balance between the run and the pass. And we'll get into more of that as the game goes on. But right now, let's check in on our player profile. And earlier this week, we checked in with one of the team captains, quarterback Elijah Garza.
I'm Elijah Garza. I play quarterback here at Nikki Rowe High School, and I'm a senior.
Garza wants to throw, going for the deep ball.
The big play that kept me motivated had to be that post to our receiver, number 0. When he caught it, that was just a great play by him. I just put the ball out there for him to go get it, and he got it because I know what type of receiver he is, and I can always trust my guys. No, this game is very important. We're going against Mission. They're a tough team. I know their record might not say it, but they're a tough team. The coaches are going to have a plan for us. We just got to execute that plan, and we're just going to keep grinding. I'm excited. We have a 3-1 record. I know last week we came up short, and I feel like we disappointed a lot of people, but I promise you this week it's going to be way better. As a quarterback, you have to enjoy the pressure. I enjoy it. So you're not always going to have a perfect game, but it's how you respond to that adversity. And I love that when it comes to quarterback because that's just makes me who I am. My future, whether it's coaching, playing, because I come from a coaching family, so that's probably where I'll be.
And welcome back here at TQ Fan Field. And yes, Elijah Garza with some stellar stats this year, has 9 touchdown passes and almost 900 yards. As we take a look at the starters for tonight for the Rowe Warriors. Warriors come in with a record of 4-3, and then in the district they have won 3 out of 4. You can see Garza at quarterback. Ivan Ramirez is the running back, and then the tight end is Mikhail Hinojosa, the other tight end, Ronaldo Gonzalez, and 2 wideouts, Anthony Hernandez, and their leading receiver, Landon Barrera. Offensive line, Derek Berneda, Mark Akahoshi, Aiden Solis, Santiago Villanueva, and Ivan Rodriguez. Defensive line, 3-man front, Julian Nava, Alex Guzman flanking Alfredo Ochoa. And then looking at the linebackers, they've got Christian De Leon, Dante Rodriguez, Rotzbel Ramos, Rodriguez and Ramos, team captains, and Fabian de la Garza also in there. And then the defensive backs and Hector Andrade, Rigo Cerda at the corners, and then the safeties, Ricardo Valencia and Nomar Aguirre. And let's look at our players to watch here for tonight. Starting with the Mission Eagles. And how about their leading receiver, Shelby Sata? He's a senior. Tall has caught 5 touchdown passes, almost 400 yards in receiving, and averaging about 19 yards a catch. And he'll be one of the several players that Mission will be airing it out here tonight. And then looking over at Nikki Rowe, how about their running back, Jose Jimenez, number 26 right there. He's had 7 touchdown runs this year, averaging about 6 yards a carry, and has over 300 yards rushing through the first 7 games. And Jimenez, they'll look for good things from him tonight. And there's our officials for tonight's game. And there they are facing the camera. And Mario, tell us who they are.
Referee Eloy Pulido, and then you have Regino Lopez, Marco Martinez, Jonathan Berrial, Noe Canchola, Omar Navarro, and Feliciano, son of a 7-person crew.
There's our color guard. We're ready for the national anthem, which will be sung by Rowe High School senior Justin Maya.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, wonderful job there by Justin Maya, who's a very talented singer and also a very talented actor in the theater program at Nikki Rowe High School. Is under the direction of Mr. Jason Whitney, who's the choir director at Nikki Rowe. Our color guard affiliated with the U.S. Army under Margil Flores and Edwin Freites, head of the ROTC department. And you see the teams getting ready to come out onto the field. Mission players' last solemn moment before they rush out onto the field under the Friday night lights, and we'll be playing some football here. It's a District 16 5A Division I game. Mission comes in with 2 wins and 5 losses. They are 1-3 in the district race. And Memorial, as we said, 4 wins and 3 losses overall. And then in district play, they have 3 wins and just 1 loss.
And Mission did win a couple of key wins. They beat Westaco East 28-26. They also lost a tight game to Sherry. So they've been very competitive. The last time they played Rio Grande City, 48-14. So they should have the momentum coming into this game.
Yeah, and there we see Mission. Looks like they're going to old school it here.
It's
going to run through the
gotta love it.
The banner. Yes, that's a flashback to the 80s right there.
Brings back lots of memories, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the crash through the homemade banner always give a thrill to audiences as they smash through it. Nowadays, they all have those run-throughs. Like you see, Rowe has the giant inflated helmet.
I wonder what happened to their inflatable, Mark. I don't know. Maybe it just not working.
Yeah, players ready to come out. And meanwhile, Nikki Rowe, they started out with a win over Harlingen South, won that one by 2 touchdowns. Then they took losses in non-district to Los Fresnos and Mercedes. Then as they started district play, they ripped off 3 wins over La Jolla Palmview, La Jolla Juarez Lincoln, and Rio Grande City. And only one of those was a close game. That was Palmview. They won by a touchdown, but decisive scores over Juarez Lincoln and Rio Grande City, scoring 49 points in each of those 2 games. And then a shutout loss to Edinburgh Vela last week, 16-0. But Vela, one of the stronger teams in the district. You may have seen last night, Memorial giving Vela only their 2nd loss of the season last night, 31-28, and their 1st loss in the district race. And it gives teams like Rowe a chance to continue to fight for a playoff spot. Rowe should be sitting pretty if they pull off a win tonight. It would give them 4 wins and just 1 loss in district play. Not necessarily clinching a playoff spot, but 4 wins typically will get you in. It didn't happen to Mac High last year. They lost out on that tiebreaker to Palmview. But 4 wins is usually the magic number to get you into the state playoffs. But that's a long way out in the future right now. Right now, they've got the Mission Eagles in front of them. High-flying Eagles under first-year coach Jody Cantu. And Warriors will counter under first-year coach Jamar Taylor. And you can see our 2 teams are playing here tonight, the Warriors and the Eagles.
To the second half. They'll be kicking.
You can hear the coin
to
toss.
Gentlemen, let's shake hands and let's have a good game.
I like that graphic on the field. Where's that coming from, Mark?
Oh, they painted that right before the game.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, I'm kidding. It's a graphic, a neat software that we have this year. One of the little toys we were able to get. You'll see some more of that as the game goes on.
That's what you got to love about this state winning production, Mark. You never know what happens at the games. Well, I was talking to Coach Taylor. He says, let's take care of business. We don't worry about anything else. We control our own destiny. As you see the Warriors coming into the game. And that's what he wants to do.
And there we have the Warriors coming out onto the field. Rowe will be kicking off to start the game.
Coach Taylor, when you look at him, Mark, he looks like he's still in such good shape that he could still suit out and do some damage. We're looking for Coach. We're looking for Coach. See how fast he is, Mark, how quick he is. He
oh, yeah, he's still got that quickness. Coach Taylor to the left of the camera angle, I believe. Saw him walk by just a moment ago. And Coach Jody Cantu, head coach of the Mission Eagles. You can see the pink theme for both teams here tonight. It's October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So the Warriors will be kicking off.
Yeah, it'll be Mission to start off. Coach Cantu with a strong defensive coaching background took over the reins for Mission. Mission was in the playoffs last year, but have a new head coach here. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded by Santiago Gonzalez across the 20, hit at the 25, and then brought down at about the 27-yard line by Ricardo Valencia.
Valencia doing a great job of picture-perfect tackling. Make sure he wrapped the runner, did not allow him to get out.
So the Eagles will be wearing the maroon and white here tonight. Rowe Warriors will counter with the green and gold.
10-yard penalty from the spot. First down.
Got your veteran officiating crew. This is coming way back. It was originally at the 27, but a penalty against Mission is going to move him back to the 18-yard line.
That's what Coach Cantu wants to avoid with his team. That's why they've put themselves into tough situations, the penalties.
So here we go to start the game. We're underway now. A handoff straight ahead. Some running room there for Mission, and that's James Delgado. It's their leading rusher. Came in with 261 yards rushing, averaging about 5 yards a carry, and almost picks up a first down there. That'll be second and short.
Out of the 6 rushing touchdowns, Delgado has 4 of them.
It was actually enough for a first down. So here's Delgado again around the left side, and another first down, it looks like, as he's brought down at about the 38-yard line. So 2 carries and 20 yards for James Delgado here on the opening drive.
And what happens sometimes, Mark, back-to-back 10-yard gains, is that the defense, knowing that the Eagles like to put the ball in the air, that's where they are most successful. You key in on a pass, and then they do the runs.
The handoff on first down again from the 38. And this time, Warriors able to stymie this one a little bit. And ball carrier once again is Delgado.
What a hustle play there by Delgado. He looked like he was only going to gain like nothing, but he still kept moving his legs. He was hit right there at the line of scrimmage, but he just refused to go down. Look at him. He's still not down. It took like 5-6 Warriors to bring him down.
And here on the second down, they throw a quick pass, a flanker screen out to the left, and the Warriors all over that one. A nice tackle by the linebacker Dante Rodriguez, who came in tied with his teammate Rosbel Ramos for most tackles on the team. So that'll put Rodriguez up by 1, 67-66.
Yeah, that's quite a battle within the battle. Dante Rodriguez always showing up, playing defense.
Yeah, third down and 10 now. And a pass looks like it's caught near the first down marker. They're going to mark him short of the first down. That was a catch by Santiago Gonzalez. Previous catch was by Eli Alvarado.
They actually gave him the first down mark. I think he was right at the sticks. So a good start for the Eagles. That's 3 first downs.
And another hurry-up offense once again. And you can see Delgado here. And again, the Warriors all over that. Dante Rodriguez in there along with Ramos.
Dante Rodriguez is, I think we've highlighted him before, Mark. I saw him at a restaurant. He spotted me. He came up and said, I will continue to get lots of tackles because I like to hear Mr. May. And Mr. Reyna here, he loves to hear his name being called.
And here's Delgado, handoff on 2nd and 8. And he picks up a couple of yards and crosses into road territory at the 49. And it'll be a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up third down.
You know, that tackle there was Owen Rangel, the senior lineman. So here's a 3rd and 6.
The Eagles with the hurry-up offense now taking their time. Officials haven't started the play clock yet. Now they do. An officials timeout for a moment. 3rd down and 6 now. Shotgun snap to Alejandro Cano. Cano rifles it over to the sideline, and it's caught. It looks like a first down for Jared Castro. Castro came in with 17 catches for almost 200 yards, averaging about 11 yards a catch, and is able to move the sticks here for Mission.
And the Mission Eagles come out firing. That's the 4th first down.
Here's a handoff on first down. It's Delgado once more.
And the Mission offense, they are capable of moving the ball. What has hurt them throughout the year is the inconsistency. But they do put up some points. I was looking at all those points on your chart that you have, Mark, and there was lots of points being put up.
Came in averaging just over 20 points a game. And here's a handoff. This is a new running back, Richard Acevedo. Came in with 215 yards rushing, averaging about 4 yards a carry. And gets the ball all the way up to the 31.
So far, the Eagles are using a balanced attack. They're mixing up the good, positive runs with the good, positive passing. So right now, the Warrior defense doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, right now they're using the run to set up the pass, the opposite of what they normally do. Gatto in trouble here on 3rd and 5, being chased. Lets it go, and that's nearly picked off by the Warriors. Almost getting that was Alex Aguirre, freshman defensive back.
What? What grade level?
Freshman.
Freshman. Wow. You got to be special to be starting. And
a quick scan here. It looks like only 2 freshmen on the roster.
Wow. It was a good coverage by the Warriors, and it should have been interception. So what happens there when you don't execute and get a turnover, let's see if the Eagles can take advantage with an extra play.
4th and 5 now. They'll go for this. They complete the pass, but it's going to be short of the first down. A completed pass but to Jared Castro, but no more Aguirre. Comes up with a big stop.
Big stop.
And Rowe gets the ball on downs.
Aguirre allowed the catch. Nomar did. But he didn't allow the first down. Aguirre came in with 29 total tackles, 15 assists, and 14 solo stops. And number 15 actually gives the ball back to the Warriors.
So the Warriors with the ball at their 27-yard line. They bent but didn't break on that opening drive by Mission. Mission came in averaging just 95 yards rushing, but had 32 yards on that opening drive. 4 down linemen for the Eagles as Aguirre gets the toss on first down. Carries it all the way up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. And bring up second down.
Aguirre coming into this game with not a lot of yards rushing, but he is a good athlete, and you always want to try to give him an opportunity to get some positive yards.
Had some zone blocking by the offensive line, all of them moving toward the right side, the point of attack. And here's a reverse here in the backfield. The ball comes loose, and Mission recovers. Mission has the football and is in business. That's Esteban Martinez, a senior defensive lineman, came up with the ball after the Rowe miscue.
And Mark, it appeared to be a good call. It looked like there was going to be an opening, but when you don't execute correctly, problems. And here's a golden opportunity for the Eagles. And you know what I always say about turnovers? They're turnovers. They do count, but I don't count them until they score some points out of them. Let's see the Eagles. I mean, they're already in field goal range. So we'll see if they can get themselves into the end zone.
They're 1st and 10 at the Rowe 24-yard line following the turnover. It's a handoff up the middle. Gains about 4 yards up to the 20. And on the run, there's Acevedo.
On that possession right there, nothing fancy, just run up the gut. They got 6 yards, so advantage the Eagles. Anytime you can get 4 yards on first down, it's a positive play.
Yeah, 2nd down and 6. They'll run this again. This is Delgado. And Delgado bottled up, but does get inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is what makes the Eagle offense a decent offense, because they don't only run the ball, they're very capable of putting it up in the air. And I spotted a coach over there on the Mission side. Mark, I spotted Robert Flores, who used to coach at Rowe for a couple of years there.
Yeah, I remember Coach Flores, and here's Gatto to throw this, and this is incomplete. Man. Nearly caught by Castro, but unable to hang on, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So far, Cano has been very accurate. That ball should have been caught.
Yeah, Cano came in completing 66% of his passes. Has 11 touchdown passes this year, nearly 1,400 yards. Excellent numbers. But now it's 4th down. I think they're bringing on the field goal unit.
Well, anytime you can be the first team to score, you want to do that. Get something positive out of it, because the last time they were on 4th down, they didn't get nothing out of it. So you don't want back-to-back negative plays on 4th down. 35-yard field goal.
Yep, Lincoln Butler, backup quarterback, is the holder. It's a high snap, though, and the kicker, Ezra Cadros, has to fall on it. And it'll be a turnover again, turnover on downs once more, and Rowe has the ball back.
Those are the mistakes you want to avoid. Those are mistakes that are self-inflicted. Nobody caused this, but good job of just getting on the ball and not allowing the Warriors to pick it up and run downfield.
They lost yardage back to the 33. And so that's where Rowe will set up. And here's Rowe running the football over to the left side. Yeah, short run there by Jose Jimenez. Actually going to lose a couple of yards.
He lost a yard. The big deal on that play, Mark, is that Mission Eagles read it right away, and they had a bunch of their defenders with good pursuit, good hustle, no gain.
And here they're going to throw this to the slant, and it's incomplete, broken up by the defender, Gadros, who was the kicker a moment ago. And pass intended for the leading receiver for Rowe, Landon Barrera. Take another look at it here.
That ball, once again, in the receiver's hands, and it was dropped. And those are the type of plays that, Coach Taylor does not want to happen because they've already played many games. Those are the type of plays that should be executed.
And here's Garza to throw on 3rd and 11. Thinking about running it. And now lets it go. It's caught. That's near the first down marker. And Nikki Rowe's receiver, Benji De Leon, who's that other freshman we mentioned a moment ago, making the catch, and it's going to be 4th down in inches.
When you take a look at this replay, it was Garza. Because of his scrambling, he made sure that at least they had a positive play. They're going for it, Mark.
Yeah, quick count here. 4th down in less than a yard. And now a timeout called by Mission.
Timeout.
Tackle in that last play by
Mission.
Edgar Salinas.
It's their first time out of the half.
That's stopped Rowe momentarily, just inches away from the line to gain. We're going to take a quick break. Mission calling timeout. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. No score here at DQ Fan Field. We'll be back.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. No score here as yet. But we've seen some big plays. We've seen a turnover, a fumble. We've seen a botched field goal attempt. And now here's Nikki Rowe with a 4th and less than a yard. They've got a wing to the left. And now a little bit of confusion, and they want a timeout.
Timeout.
Coach
Rowe.
Taylor noticed that their setup was not there, so he said this is too early in the game to make a big mistake. So he decides to call a timeout.
So each team burning one of their 3 timeouts here in this first half. 4th and less than a yard for the Warriors. It's their second possession.
More than likely they do go for it, Mark. They probably leave it on the ground and look for Iban Ramirez, the leading rusher coming into this game. He's the one that gets you those tough yards.
Yeah, we haven't seen him carry the ball yet. Of course, they've only run the ball twice. Ramirez with over 359 yards rushing.
Negrete is also a pretty good running back.
And here they go. 4th down. And out of the shotgun, they hand this off. And it looks like they may have it. Not much to spare. That was Jimenez on the carry.
Second effort there by
And
Jimenez.
I think just enough to get the first down.
They did hit him to keep him from getting a first down, but his second effort got the first down.
And there's Jimenez still running the ball. That second effort there gets into Eagle territory to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards.
Jimenez also came into this game with the leading rusher as far as touchdowns are concerned. He has 7.
Yeah, they like him around the goal line. And here's Garza back to throw, blitzing linebacker. And then he dumps it off to the receiver, gets it down inside the 40 to near the 35. And on the catch there was his tight end, Ronaldo Gonzalez.
And Garza once again does a good job, Mark. They had him wrapped up, but in a hurry, he found the receiver open for some positive yards.
And again, they run on the quick count, a handoff up the middle, picking up a yard there.
Should be another first down.
Yeah, they were just short. They're now at the 32. And here's Garza to throw, has time, looking deep, steps up, fires toward the end zone, man is open, and incomplete. That would have been a sensational catch, that would have been a tough one, as Gonzalez tried to bring it in over the shoulder. And it kind of drifted from his left shoulder to his right shoulder. You'll see it here.
He was able to allow the receiver to go downfield, Mark. Oh, it did hit the hands, but good protection for Garza.
So 2nd down and 10. They're at the Mission 32-yard line. 4-man rush by Mission. Here's handoff, Jimenez. Gets past the line of scrimmage and is able to pick up about 3 yards to the 29.
And with the ball at the 29-yard line, Mark, 3rd down, 7 yards. You got to think Coach Taylor's thinking 2-down territory. Try to get those 7 yards for 1st down. If it doesn't happen on this one, he'll probably go for it again on 4th down.
And there we see Iban Ramirez in there in the pistol with Garza. Ramirez breaks into the pattern, and now pass intended for Ramirez, but incomplete, little high, and coverage on the play provided by Jose Sanchez. It'll be 4th down.
Once again, I mean, it was trying to get but the defender did a good job. He was not fooled. He stayed with the running back. Sometimes they sneak away and they lose them, but not that time. The Warriors are going for it.
Yeah, Garza, the quarterback, still in there. They got trips to the right side. This is 4th and 7. Ramirez in the backfield, stays in the block. Here's the pass. This is caught. 1st down for Rowe. And they're in business at the 15-yard line. It's Mikhail Hinojosa, the tight end, the H-back they call him in their offense, who picks up the 1st.
Good job by Hinojosa. Came into this game with 11 receptions. Hurry up offense.
14-yard pickup for 1st down on 4th and 7. They hand it off on 1st and 10. And that's Iban Ramirez once more.
And in that last play where they got the 1st down, Mark, it was Garza. He had several options, and he spotted the receiver open and made the right decision to get the 1st down. Good throw.
And here's Garza going to give this to Jimenez. A sweep, wide open, and touchdown. Touchdown by Jose Jimenez, his 8th score of the year. Puts Rowe on top 6-0 here, late 1st quarter.
A pretty good drive by the Warriors to put up the first points. But you got to give credit to Elijah Garza. He did some great plays when they needed a 1st down. Came through. He was very relaxed. And give him a lot of credit for executing the offense as a quarterback.
13 yards for the touchdown. Here's the extra point try by Santiago Nunez, and it is good. And with 2:45 to play in the 1st quarter, Rowe is on top 7-0 over the Mission Eagles. Another look at the touchdown here. And Jimenez looks like untouched to the end zone. That's credit to his offensive line. And Rowe is up ahead early, 7-0. Football night at McAllen ISD will continue in a moment.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
All right, welcome back. And what a masterful drive that was by the Nikki Rowe Warriors. Took about 5 minutes off the clock. It's a 15-play, 67-yard drive. Actually, a 76-yard drive. And we'll see if this is in or not. It's not. Back out of the end zone, went out bounds short of the end zone, so this will be a penalty where Mission can take the ball at the 30 or force a re-kick.
That was pretty close to landing inbounds. Hey, there was somebody I spotted. Athletic director. There he is, Brian McLean.
Kick out of bounds. Mission has elected to take it at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Well, thank goodness, Mark, they took the ball at the 30. As you can remember last night, how many times did the kicker kick it out of bounds? You remember?
Yeah, we had a kicker kick it 4 times in a row and had to move back 5 yards each time. So it was 20 yards in penalties on a kickoff. It's something you rarely see. And here's Mission, first and 10 at the 30, and they're going to flare this out, and right away, the road defense is there for the stop. That's Rigo Cerda, the cornerback. Came up and stopped Delgado, who caught the flare pass.
Good job by Cerda. He has a responsibility. He kept it. That was a dangerous pass, almost a lateral.
They actually lose 3 yards. Back to the 27. So second down, handoff. And this is Delgado once more. And Delgado continued to churn those legs. Good blocking by offensive linemen, Gael Valdez and Yesi Gomez.
Boy, Delgado has shown already on several runs that he is a strong running back. He got hit right there, couldn't bring him down. He kept moving his legs and got like 5 yards after contact. Instead of a 3rd and 10, now it's 3rd and 5.
So here's Cano back to throw. Hit as he throws, hits his man. This might be short of the first as Castro is brought down immediately. I believe it was Aguirre who got the tackle.
They're going to give him.
And they're going to say first down.
That's a good
Looking
receiver.
at our yellow
Mark.
line.
Good receiver, knowing exactly how much he had to run to get a first down.
Yeah, picked up exactly 6. Here we see a run play. Both teams continuing to push hard there. That's Delgado once more.
Yeah, that's like 3 plays already, Mark, that he does not want to go down. He got hit right there, kept moving, and it took like 5-6 Warrior defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, so that's just 2nd and 3 now. Last minute of the first quarter. Handoff up the middle and runs into a brick wall. As Rowe was ready for that one. That was Delgado once more. A hit by Dante Rodriguez, and also in there on the stop was Alex Guzman.
And when you bump into Alex Guzman, you're usually not going to get more yards, or against Dante. Guzman coming in here with 16 total tackles.
So 3rd down and 3 now. There's a sweep left side. And this is not going to get there. It's only got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Shelby Sital, their leading receiver, who was held to no gain. It'll be up 4th down and 3.
It looks like the Eagles are going to be able to punt, but I think it's already the end of the quarter, so we'll have to wait until the beginning of the second quarter, which I have a shutout that I have to give at the beginning of the second quarter.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back with the second right after this. Warriors on top, 7-0. McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And back for the start of the second quarter. Got Mission in a punt formation. First time we've seen a punt tonight. And we see back to receive as Nomar Aguirre standing at his 15-yard line. Nice punt. This is high away from Aguirre. It's going to go out of bounds. And we'll see where they spot this. It'll be inside the 20. It's going to be at the 13-yard line. So an excellent punt there by the Mission Eagles.
Good special teams play. A shutout mark by the parents of Jose Munoz, number 75, for the Warriors. They want Jose to know that Irisema and Jose Munoz are very proud of him. And Jose wishes he was here, but his work has him in Las Vegas right now. So I want to say hello to Mr. Jose Munoz on behalf of his wife, Irisema.
Okay, Rowe backed up to their own 13-yard line as they're going to give this, the running back across the 15 to about the 16, where he's brought down as the first carry of the game for Nikki Rowe's Alex Lopez. Lopez, a diminutive running back, comes in averaging over 6 yards a carry. Second down and 7 now for the Warriors,
Penalty.
and this is blown dead.
Ball start on the offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
And the Warriors continuing to try to establish the run game mark. As we know, they came into this game averaging about 175 yards per game. And 130, somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 plus yards per game.
Yeah, came in averaging just under 29 points a game offensively. And now you see a second down and 12 now. Going to send 3 receivers the right into the pattern. Pass is caught by Gonzalez, the tight end. And he's brought down, got the penalty yardage back. But he bring up third down and long.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is see if they could get him out and open, get somebody to have a missed tackle. But well done by number 5, Emiliano Alvarado, preventing additional yardage.
So third down and 9 now here for the Warriors. Spread formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And now we have a stoppage, might be a timeout.
Mission, it's their second charge timeout of the half.
So timeout on the field with 10:39 to play in the first half. Rowe up 7-0. And yeah, we can take a break and be back in a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. It's Rowe on top, 7-0.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
Mic test, 1, 2.
Yeah, it looks like an official's timeout. At the moment, the timeout was not charged to either team. Eagles coming in off a win. They beat Rio Grande City last week, 48-14. That stopped a 4-game losing streak. They're looking to make it 2 in a row here tonight. Warriors also lost last week, looking to make it 4 out of 5 wins here. And here's a pass. It's incomplete. That was intended for Aguirre. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job by the Mission Eagle defense, forcing a punt. And because the Warriors were not able to get a first down, that means the Eagles will have real good field position off of this punt, or they should get some good field position.
You see back to receive there, Jared Castro, standing near midfield. There's the punt. This could be high and short. And it's going to go out of bounds around the 30-yard line. So Mission's going to have excellent field position.
How many yards did that gain off of that punt?
Actually, it looks like they're going to spot it right at the 30. So only 16 yards on the punt.
Golden opportunity for the Eagles here to try to cash in and tie this game.
Come the Eagles trotting out the offense. And their quarterback, Cano, so far has completed 7 of 9 passes for 26 yards. Playing well. First down, wants to throw. Has time. Now a flag is down. Being chased and lets it go. Just threw it away there. And bring up second down, but we'll see what the penalty is about.
More than likely, it's going to be holding.
Holding.
There it is.
Number 75 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
And we'll see if that penalty is going to hurt the Eagles. I mean, there's a beautiful protection.
Yeah, the referee throwing that one. You see Cano simply throwing it away to avoid the sack. So they'll get the down back, but it'll be 1st and 20. Shotgun formation. They put a man in motion. They fake the flip pass, and Cano wanting to throw deep again. Has to throw into a crowd, and it's caught. This will be down at the 29-yard line. And on the catch is his running back, Acevedo.
I don't know how they were able to catch that ball, Mark. There was a lot of Warrior defenders in the neighborhood, and none of them were able to react and knock the ball down. But there is another penalty.
Yeah, threw into about 5 people. Acevedo coming down with it for an 11-yard pickup. Let's see what this is.
Ineligible man downfield. The offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
So the positive play of about 11 yards is for naught. It's going to come back, and now it's going to make it 1st and 20. The Eagles hurting themselves on those 2 penalties.
Another look at it here, and you can see several offensive linemen heading downfield, 3 of them.
It looked like it was going to be a screenplay, and that's why maybe those linemen, they calculated the time of the pass, so they took off, but the quarterback held the ball a little bit longer.
And here they go on 1st and 25. Going to launch this one deep. Man is open and just off the fingertips. Incomplete. That was Sital, their leading receiver. Nearly hauled that one in for what would have been a 45-yard touchdown. But instead, it'll bring up second down.
You cannot fault Delgado on that one. Beautiful pass by Delgado. We take a look at the replay. It was very, very close.
So now second down, 25. Ghana wants to throw. Hits the short man here, breaks a tackle, and finds his way up near the 40-yard line. That's Alvarado. Came in with the leading receiver in terms of receptions, 29 receptions. That's number 30 for him. Had over 300 yards, averaging 11 yards a catch.
Ramos was in on that tackle. As we remember, he came in tied for the lead with total tackles with 66. Him and Dante Rodriguez in a nice, friendly teammate competition on defense.
Eagles are 1 for 4 on third down. 3rd and 20 here. Cano with time, going deep again, and this one's overthrown. Looks like the receiver broke his route short. That was Castro's intended receiver. And I'll bring up 4th down.
And I think the Eagles are either going to punt it from here to keep the Warriors down, unless you have a big leg by your field goal kicker, but it looks like they are setting up for a punt.
There's Castro there. There's Ciaguide standing at his 10-yard line. So the Eagles, who started at their 30 due to penalties, move backward and are out of field goal range. They have to punt the football, aiming for that coffin corner. And it goes out inside the 10, it looks like. Or maybe not quite. It's going to be at the 12-yard line. And then Rowe will set up again, backed up near their own goal line.
Well done by the Warrior defense, Mark. We know the ball started on the 30, and they didn't allow a first down. They got the ball back for the Warrior offense.
That's a good defensive stand there. 9 minutes to go here in the first half, and Rowe up by a touchdown.
Congratulations to the athlete of the week on the screen, to Rigo Cerda for the Warriors.
Yeah, and he made a big play already. Had a stop on a 4th down. And here's Rowe, 1st and 10, play action, and a flanker screen on the left side. Ball knocked away from the receiver, goes out of bounds, but I think they'll count that as a reception. Negligible gain there for Anthony Hernandez.
And a good thing that Hernandez was close to the sidelines because he actually did fumble.
Yeah, his ball was knocked away from him by Cuadros. So it's actually a completed pass for no gain. And here's Garza wanting to keep this. He's going to reverse his field here a bit, has some room. Across the 15 up to about the 17 before he's forced back. This will bring up 3rd down and about 5.
And that was a quarterback run by design. And Garza could not find anything up to the right side. Did a great job of going to the left and was able to gain some positive yards. Makes it a 3rd and a doable 4 yards.
Hernandez is going to come over to the right side. He'll line up in the slot. Here on 3rd down, Garza with time, now flushed out. And wants to keep this. He's going to run and pick up the 1st down. Just needed the 22, and he got all the way up to about the 26. And Rowe will move the chains.
An important 1st down by Garza. Made a right decision, went back, had a couple of options, didn't see anybody open, and he directed traffic right there. And I think that made the defenders just stall for a little bit, didn't come up, and gave them enough yards for a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line, here's a short pass, and this is caught for a 2-yard gain there by Hinojosa, the tight end.
Sometimes those passes, Mark, they look like they might be open for more yardage, but you just never know what kind of defense they're throwing at you. Actually, they gained 3 yards on that one.
2nd down, 7 now at the 29. And they're going to fake the handoff. Garza to keep it. And is bottled up by several Eagles, including Edgar Salinas, the sophomore defensive back. And bring up 3rd and long.
36 situation for the Warrior offense. That running game so far has not been consistent. So more than likely, look for a pass. The Warriors came into this game with 10 receivers catching a ball.
You have a lot of options there on offense. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 6. Warriors 1 for 4 on 3rd. As Garza's going to unleash this one deep, and man is there. And Aguirre not able to bring it in. Rushed open on the post route. And it'll be 4th down.
And that was a very nicely done play by Garza. All you can do is give your receivers an opportunity. Beautiful camera angle, and wow. I don't think he's just thinking, how did I not catch that ball? He'll probably catch it 80% of the time, but not on that one.
Here's Garza. The quarterback will also be in there for the punt. Castro back to receive at his own 30. Here's the punt. Going to take a bit of a Warrior bounce, and now it'll die down at the 37-yard line, and that brings up the fan cam.
I don't know. They know they're on the camera. Now they know.
of fans having fun here tonight.
Did you see Dante Rodriguez on that play, Mark? I don't know if I can highlight
nice
him.
tackle there
Here,
on the running back, Delgado.
Go to the telestrator, see if I can highlight him, because he did a great job.
Yeah, no gain there. Tackle. 2nd and 10. Cano wanting to throw, as behind the receiver and incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Alvarado. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
That's a 3rd and 10, but that one goes back to the play. It goes back to the play where Dante Rodriguez, man, he came in there and he did a tremendous job.
You see Alvarado lining up wide to the left side. 4 receivers in the pattern for Cano. He's in trouble here, being chased. And gets rid of it. Threw it into a crowd, but might have really been throwing that away. Intended for Alvarado near the Rose sideline. And it'll be 4th down.
The Warrior defense continues to shine, Mark.
Yeah, Mission just 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. 0 for 2 on 4th down.
It's a combination of real good team defense. Right there putting pressure on him. And the secondary doing a good job of doing sticking to their coverage.
You see Aguirre standing at his 30-yard line. Punter is Castro. It's a good punt, going to force Aguirre back over his shoulder and goes out of bounds around the 5-yard line. And for the 3rd possession in a row, Rowe will be backed up. Starting from their own 5. Still plenty of time with 5:57 to go here in the first half.
Great special teams play right there by the Mission Eagles. See, the defense can help them out and get the ball back.
Yeah, it was a 58-yard punt there by Castro. No return. So 1st and 10 here at the 5 for Nikki Rowe. Do a wraparound draw here. Get it up to about the 7-yard line. On the tackle, it looks like it was their main running back, Ramirez.
So far, the Mission Eagle defense doing a wonderful job, especially making it difficult for the Warriors to get yards on the run.
And another run play there. Again, it's Ramirez. And it's going to bring up 3rd down now as he gets across the 10 up to the 11-yard line. Again, a 4.
It's a 3rd and 4.
Warriors 1 for 5 on 3rd down. So Jimenez in the backfield with Garza. They're going to hand off to him. And Mission was ready for it. Thought Mission would be expecting pass there. I know I was, but Mission with a good stop. It'd be 4th down and 4.
So another good stop by the Eagle defense. Warriors trying to establish the running game. They did not get that 1st down, and they're going to have to punt it away. The Eagles are going to get another opportunity with good field position.
There was no gain on the play. It was actually Alex Lopez who had the carry there a moment ago. Garza, the quarterback, will be the punter. Inside his own end zone. Castro back to receive. Castro has to retreat back a bit. Won't be able to generate a return here. As it takes a Warrior roll and is killed just on Mission's side of the 45-yard line.
Much better punt by Garza. Last time he punted it, but gave the position back to the Eagles at the 30-yard line. Now they will take over at the 45-yard line.
4:15 to go here in the first half of play.
It's been a defensive battle, hasn't it, Mark?
It has. We've seen the teams combine for 6 punts. There's been 1 turnover. That was a fumble. Of course, there have been a couple of turnovers on downs as well. And here's a big run here. This is a long run. This is Acevedo. And Acevedo taking it all the way down inside the Rose 10-yard line. Biggest run of the night here so far for Mission. Let's another look at it here.
Good job by Acevedo. He found the opening and saving the touchdown. Coming in there, number 22, who's always ready around the play. That is Fabian De La Garza. Saved the touchdown.
46-yard run there. And here's a handoff. Acevedo again on 1st and goal. Gets his way up to the 5-yard line with a gain of 4. Clock running at, actually stopped momentarily. And now they start again, running at 3:40 to go.
5-yard gain on that one. 5-yard gain.
So 2nd and goal from the 5 now. Two men in the backfield. Acevedo with the carry. Hit at the line. And will go no further as Rowe comes up with the stop. Ramos in there on the tackle along with Valencia.
Well defended on that play was Acevedo. 3rd and goal.
Eagles 1 for 6 on 3rd down. And here Cano wants to throw. And throws into the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. I think it was a simultaneous catch between a road defender and the Mission receiver, Santiago Gonzalez. And it'll go down as a touchdown here for Mission, and they're just 1 point away from tying up this game.
And the Eagles capitalize on that long run, given the opportunity. Good job, good pass. It was a low pass that nobody really could defend. Here's an important extra point to try to tie the game at 7.
Yeah, this is Quadros, and it's blocked. Blocked by Rowe, and this could be 2 for Rowe. It's picked up by Aguirre. And look at him take off. One man chasing him. And it's going to be 2 points for Nikki Rowe. Rowe came in with the block. Aguirre picked it up and took it to the house. 2 points for Rowe. They lead 9-6.
And Aguirre, being the good player that he is, earlier he had an opportunity for a big catch. So he makes up for it by getting that very valuable 2 points. It should be a tie game, Mark, at 7. Instead, it's a 9-6 Rowe lead. And with 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go, the Warriors will get the ball back. Wow, on that play, the quarterback almost collided with his receiver. It's a low throw. And they were fighting for it, like you called it, Mark. The ball goes to the offense.
Both number 3s in there on the touchdown. Here's the extra point, or we'll see that again in a moment. And here's the extra point. We'll see if we can see who blocked it for Nikki Rowe.
It was a high snap, but that created a problem.
Oh, yeah. Coming through there, that was Valencia.
And the ball bounced perfectly. Also, give credit to number 12 for the Warriors, Mark. He got in the way just enough to allow Aguirre to go all the way. Number 1 being Ricardo Valencia. There he is.
Yeah, right, Valencia in our foreground right there. Just had the block on the extra point for 2 Rowe points. And here's the kickoff, fielded at the 24-yard line. It's Gonzalez on the return, and he's able to cross the 35 up to about the 37-yard line.
That's pretty decent field position for the Warriors to see they could get something going. The Warriors do have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute timeout. And because Garza has a good arm, they have the ability to get big yardage in the air.
And here's Garza wanting to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be caught from behind after a short gain. Defender on the play, Jonathan Cater, is the leading tackler for this mission team. He's a linebacker, came in with 65 tackles.
Good thing that he got the tackle there, because it looked like Garza was going to be able to gain a little, about maybe 6 or 7 more yards.
Got 2 in his second down. Garza wanted to keep again, cuts up the middle, almost breaks through. Ball comes out, but I believe they're going to rule he was down. And it'll be down at the 41-yard line after a gain of 5.
He was definitely down. That looked like a good call by the officials. You know that the turf cannot cause a fumble. Right there, his knee was already down. Nothing there.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, and nothing going there for the Warriors. So they give the ball to Lopez. And bring up 4th down.
Timeout.
It's got to be a timeout by the Eagles, or that is the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, I believe a timeout, the 2-minute timeout is the one that's up there now. 1:57 to go here in the first half. And time now for our fan of the game, the Warrior fan of the game. And there we go on the sideline there. And they're honoring a young lady there. So obviously a Warriors fan, and the people from Main Event supporting all our McAllen ISD teams. We see our principal in the white shirt in the middle, Mr. Gutierrez, principal at Rowe. And we also got our deputy superintendent, Ms. Lorena Garcia.
And the fan of the game is definitely supporting number 2,
Gloria Garcia, we're being told. And congratulations to her. She's our Main Event Warrior fan of the night. 1:57 to go.
And the Eagle defense again mark another stop.
And Warriors in a punt formation. They've charged mission with a timeout, but I believe they have 2 timeouts right now. And here's the punt. Gonna be over the head of the returner. That's receiver Sital. Sital fights his way back to the 10-yard line before he's tackled by Aguirre.
Sital did a good job, Mark. The Warrior defenders were trying to pull the ball out of his hand for a fumble, which would have been a huge turnover.
Fought his way back to the 10-yard line. 1:45 to go here before halftime.
Look at the Warriors coming in, Mark, and they're trying to pull the ball right there away from him.
Let's see what Mission can do here with their 2-minute offense.
I don't expect the Eagles to put it maybe up in the air. They're going to try to see if they can get themselves a first down. They are going to put it up in the air.
And here's Cano. First down, hits Delgado, and he has a first down across the 20, up to the 21-yard line.
That was a pretty good, easy, safe call. That worked out pretty good, more than 10-yard gain.
They'll come out with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Gatto looking left, now throws right, and this is caught. And that's going to be Alvarado up to the 29-yard line.
A good tackle by number 5, Rosbel Ramos, especially because he kept the receiver inbounds and the clock continues to run.
Picked up 8 yards on that last play. Second down, Gatto being chased.
Look out.
Now running all the way back near his end zone. Has a lot of acreage in front of him, though. It gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. After he was, looked like he was going to be sacked way back at the 10, but able to get out of jail, so to speak, and bring it up a 3rd and 1.
And the good news of that play, Mark, even though it took a lot of time, his scrambling ability kept him from losing yardage, and he also went out of bounds to stop the clock.
So it's 3rd down and 1. Cano with the pass, man, is wide open. First down here and more. Trying to get out of bounds. Smart play there by Castro after the catch. Get out of bounds and stop the clock at the Mission 45.
So far, good job by the Eagles getting 2 big first downs and a lot of yardage, and they still have at least 1 timeout.
1st and 10 at their own 45. over the middle and incomplete, nearly picked off by a road player, Valencia. Intended for Alvarado. They'll stop the clock with 49 seconds left in the half.
A good thing that that ball was underthrown and not, it would have been intercepted by Ricardo Valencia. He was right there.
They still show mission with one timeout. And here's Cano. And gets the quick out to Castro.
I think the Warriors are willing to give up those short yardage. They cannot allow anything to be thrown over their heads for big gains. 45 seconds to go. This is a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and they've gotten their last couple of third down opportunities. Overall, they're 3 for 8.
And so far, the Warriors' defensive line, they have not been able to penetrate for a sack or even to rush the quarterback.
Yeah, Cano good at getting rid of it. Here's the blitz by Rowe. Cano on 3rd down, wide open, caught at the 20. And it's going to be a first down for the Eagles in the red zone. Aguirre on the tackle after the catch made by Sital.
And the first down causes a stop in the clock for the chains to move. So now the clock is running.
They're at the Rowe 16-yard line, and they'll clock the football.
Timeout.
Actually, call timeout.
It's their second charge timeout of the half.
And here the officials announced that was their second timeout, so they do still have one left.
I wonder if the Warriors are the ones that took a timeout, because the defense was a little confused.
Yeah, I think you're right. They did charge the Warriors with the timeout. I thought the Eagles had taken timeout.
Well, at the very least, the Eagles they're doing a good job of getting their yardage and moving the ball. They're already in field goal range. And if things work out for them, at the very least, they're going to have a chance to tie it. But you know, Coach Cantu is looking for a touchdown.
About 32 seconds left. That was a 32-yard pass by Sital. Brought it all the way to the Warrior 18-yard line. So here's 1st and 10. There's a pass caught near the first down marker. That was Cano, actually.
A little razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, the quarterback. Let's see this again. It's gave it to Delgado, who flipped it for a reverse. And then Cano, who lined up as a receiver, catching the pass.
By going out of bounds, it stops the clock and saves the timeout. 2nd and 2.
They picked up 8 yards there. And Cano back in at quarterback. Pass is blocked and batted down. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I'll stop the clock with 21 seconds left.
And it's a good thing that the Warrior defendant knocked it down, Mark, because the receiver looked like he was open.
One of the defensive linemen, I think either Blas Barrios or Jacob Rodriguez, knocking that one down.
That looks like a big play right there by Alfredo Ochoa.
Yeah, you're right. And so now on 3rd down, Cano with time, now being chased. Gets it to his man and cuts inside at the 5, down to about the 3. That's Alvarado. And a road player is injured. This will stop the clock with 11 seconds left.
And after that catch, that receiver did a good job of running forward and almost scoring a touchdown. The replay right here, Mark.
Yeah, Cano with time and found his man, Alvarado. Did a nice move at the 10 and got down to about the 2-yard line. Pickup of 8. And that brings up 4th and goal.
How about a shout out to all the bus drivers, Mark? I hear it's National Bus Week.
Yeah, National Bus Safety Week. And a correction, they actually picked up the first down. So it's 1st and goal now with 9 seconds left. A handoff, Acevedo straight ahead at the goal line. They push him back. Don't see a signal yet. And it looks like it'll be 2nd down and goal. And a timeout by Mission. They stop the clock with 1 second left. Actually, this might be an injury timeout. It saves Mission from having to call a timeout, but only 1 second left. So time for one more play either way. We'll take another look here. See Acevedo with the handoff. And looking at that replay, it looks like he may have snuck the ball over that goal line.
It was pretty close, but it's so hard to see when you have like 8 to 10 players right there. Look at all this replay we're getting. Even with the replay, it's hard to tell. It was close. So what do you do, Mark, with 1 second to go, 2nd and probably at the 3-inch yard line?
Yeah.
Do you get your sure 3 points, or do you try to get a touchdown?
Yeah, I think they go for the field goal here, and it looked like the ball may have snuck across. You could see a glimpse of it just before he crossed the goal line.
Something else that maybe they can do is try to see if they can get the Warrior defense to bite, get a free play out of it.
Mission, that was their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So I know that was the last timeout, but it really doesn't matter with 1 second to go. Big decision by Coach Cantu. And let's not forget, in the last extra point, it didn't work out for the Eagles, so that might be on his mind. Either way, it's going to be a big momentum boost for either team. If the Eagles can punch it in for a touchdown, they'll go into halftime with all the momentum on their side. And if they don't, then the Warrior defense will get the momentum on the Warrior side. Got to give credit to the Mission Eagle defense. They've done a pretty good job tonight. And so has the Warrior defense. Defensive battle tonight.
And Mission playing one of their strongest games of the year. Looks like they'll go for this. Or maybe not.
Timeout. Rowe. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Warriors were looking to
Warriors
see,
take a timeout.
Yeah, they were looking to see what kind of setup they were going to have.
It's like basketball. They like to see what you're setting up for a last-second shot. So both teams use their last timeouts.
Expect a lot of defenders on the defensive side right there between the hash marks. And we'll see what kind of play the Eagles will run. We know Delgado's a tough guy. Give him the ball. He's been gaining a lot of extra yards with his second effort.
Yeah, Delgado and Acevedo both have combined for 88 yards for the Eagles. Interesting decision here for Coach Cantu. 1 second left. Time for one more play. No timeouts for either team.
Good
Ball
luck
is inside the 1.
Good luck for those officials that are right there in the end zone. It's not easy.
And it looks like Mission will go for this. And they're going to line up, possibly a quick count. Quarterback Cano, quarterback sneak. They try to push him across. And it is a touchdown for the Eagles. And the Eagles, on the last play of the first half, able to grab the lead here for the first time tonight. And they lead 12-9, pending the extra point.
And I think if it wasn't for the push from behind, he might not have made it, Mark. That running back came to push. And I think the Eagles are going to go ahead and go for 2.
And how apropos that it's a team called the Eagles using the tush push, made famous by the Philadelphia Eagles.
No pun intended.
Well, yeah, it looks like they'll go for 2 here and going to fake the run and go with the pass. And it is good for 2 points as it's caught by Castro over the middle. And they add 2 more onto the board. And they'll go up 14-9 now. They lead by more than a field goal as we head into the locker room. So a perfect execution there in the last two plays by the Mission Eagles. As they grab the 14-9 lead here. There we see the touchdown by Cano. And here's the two-point try. It was a play action over the middle to Castro. And the two-point conversion was good. 14-9 our score. We'll have our dance teams, the High Flyers from Mission and the Tiaras from Nikki Rowe performing along with the bands, the Mighty Eagle Band and the Mighty Warrior Band. Enjoy the second half, and we'll be back for the second half.
Showmakers of America All-Star nominee and American Dance Drill Team All-American Dancer, First Lieutenant, Sophomore, DNA Rodriguez. American Dance Drill Team All-American Dancer and Outstanding Performer, Captain Junior Zoe Cavazos. Showmakers of America All-Star Dancer and Superlative Award recipient and American Dance Drill Team All-American Dancer, Major Senior Dana Luna. Tiara of the Week is Jeanette Alvarez. Our dance point participants will now join the tiaras and perform a back to the 80s prom routine to the song, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. We are proud to announce that the Mighty Warrior Band received a Division I rating at the UIL Pigskin Jubilee held here in McAllen, Texas last Saturday. We will now perform our award-winning Pigskin show entitled The Equinox. Our show includes October, featuring soloist Tim Sines on oboe, The Colony from the movie Ants, When October Goes, featuring Juan Rios on flugelhorn, Flight of the Bumblebee, featuring soloist Januel Gamero on flute, and Jasmine Wooden on mellophone, and The Fratelli Chase from the movie The Goonies. And now, under the field direction of Isaiah Estrada and Juan Rios Jr., we proudly present the Nikki Rowe High School Mighty Warrior Marching Band and the Equinox. And now, a special tomahawk salute to the great students, teachers, administration, community members, band parents, band boosters, and sponsors of the Nikki Rowe High School Band. We are truly built different. The roll band is under the direction of Mr. A special thanks to our central administration for their continued and tireless support of our community, and a special thank you to the Darien and Foster Middle School Band for joining us tonight in providing the seed for our success. We would also like to thank the following businesses for their sponsorship and support this season: Copy Zone, South Texas Health System Clinics, DJ's Greenhouse, and Dallas Pasadena. The Warrior Band would like to congratulate the Mission Eagle Band on their Division I meeting at Pittston and wish them the best of luck at the Area D competition. Thank you, Warrior Nation.
Mic test.
And there we see the Mission Eagles coming out onto the field, ready to start the second half. They will be on defense. They'll be kicking off, and the Warriors will start off on offense here in the third quarter. You guys see the little Warriors about to run out. And there's our halftime score right now, 14-9. Mission scoring on the last play of the first half to take the lead. Little Warriors about to take off, and there they go. Got the ROTC with them. A tradition at the start of the second half of every game involving the Warriors, the Bulldogs, and the Mustangs. So little elementary kids, the little Warriors, they get to join and get a t-shirt and get to run out across the field at the start of the second half of every home game. That's some real little bitty Warriors right there at the end. And now we'll look at our halftime stats. And you see the first downs favoring the Eagles, 9-6. Rushing yards also favoring the Eagles, but both teams still under 100 yards there. Passing yards, Eagles had almost a 3-1 edge there. And then total yards favor the Eagles by almost 100 yards. Penalties very light, just 3 on Mission and 1 on Nikki Rowe. Turnovers, there was a fumble by the Warriors. And third downs, both teams struggled there. Mission 3 for 10, and the Warriors 1 for 7. Ready to start this second half. Warriors scored a touchdown in the first quarter. Got 2 points off a blocked extra point attempt that they returned all the way for 2. And Mission scoring, they got 2 touchdowns in that first half and a 2-point conversion. As you see, the Warriors pick up the squib kick and run it up to about the 36-yard line. A short return there by Dante Rodriguez.
And in that second quarter, Mark, with about 8 minutes to go, it was when the Mission Eagles started to take control of this game, both offensively and defensively, getting some big stops. And then, remember, they got the ball in that last possession deep in their own territory with not a lot of time, and they were able to drive all the way and score on that at the 1-yard line. So they have the momentum coming into this third quarter, and we'll see that Rowe offense wakes up because they are struggling.
Yeah, that Mission Eagles scoring drive at the end of the first half in the last minute 45. Here's a pass here by Garza. A man is wide open, caught at the 40, and running it all the way down. It's Landon Bedetta. And Bedetta on the first play from scrimmage of the second half puts the Rowe Warriors in front, 15-14.
And there's your adjustment right there. Somebody spotted that opportunity, and Barrera came into this game as the leading receiver, and he'd been pretty quiet. Came into this game with 23 receptions, 2 touchdowns, had about a 12-yard per catch. And so all of a sudden, he made his presence be known, and what a nice little pass by Garza.
Yeah, 64 yards, and here's the extra point try. And this is up and good by Santiago Nunes, who's now 2 for 2 in the game and rose up 16-14. Took just 17 seconds for Rowe to get back into the lead. That puts Garza over 100 yards throwing. As we take another look at it here, you can see Bedetta got behind the secondary and just took off the distance for 64 yards, getting his 3rd touchdown of the season.
He did a good job where they almost got him, but he kept his balance.
And so it'll be the Eagles now to receive here. Still in the opening 20 seconds, our second kickoff. By the way, Garza now over 100 yards passing with that 64-yard completion. And here's the ball picked up at the 15-yard line by the Eagles. Going to run this across the 25, and that'll be it for Alvarado. Gets to about the 26-yard line, and Mission will start from there as they trail once again. The last scoring drive by Mission at the end of that first half. Remember, they got the ball with 1:45 left at their own 10-yard line. They went 90 yards in 11 plays, took up the entire 1:45, and were able to score. Another look at the tail end of that touchdown.
Mark? That's where he broke the tackle.
It was a tackle attempt by Edgar Salinas. And here, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Eagles hand it off. Not much there.
You know what happens when your offense scores a touchdown on that explosive play? It motivates your defense to get a stop.
Yeah, pickup of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Cotto to throw this, and this is caught. 1st down. Finding his way up near midfield. That's Gonzalez, who scored a touchdown back in the first half.
He's a pretty good receiver, Mark. They give him a lot of respect. Wide open, easy pitch and catch. Nice hit right there by the Warriors, number 33. I'm surprised he didn't cause a fumble.
And Connor's going to hand this off. Acevedo with the big hole. And he carries it for about 8 yards up to the 41-yard line in road territory. Actually, it's going to be enough for a 1st down. See Acevedo on the run there from the ground.
Just because of how the Mission Eagles finished the first half, they continue that momentum.
And here they hand it off. Hurry up offense here. 1st and 10 in Warrior territory. Short gain there for Acevedo. Gain of 3 on the play.
The referees try to signal to the game operator to start the clock.
And here, Gatto gonna throw long. Man is open. Couldn't quite bring it in. That was Sital. Yeah, Sital just inches away from possibly getting a touchdown there. So we'll take another look.
Pretty nice throw.
Oh, it was closer than I thought. Went off his fingertips there.
Should be a passing down, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, so bring up, yep, 3rd down. They're 3 for 10 in the first half. Ghana wants to throw, 4-man rush. Over the middle, man wide open, caught at the 15. Run to the 5, breaks a tackle, and I think is in the end zone for a touchdown. It's a touchdown by Eli Alvarado. Alvarado with his 2nd score of the season.
What a nice response after that quick touchdown by the Warriors. Here comes the Eagles back. And that has to go back to that drive right there before the end of the half where the Eagle offense moved a bunch of yards. So they know they can move the ball now. So let's see what the Warrior defense will do the next time.
Here's the extra point try. Kick is up and away, and it is good. That's Ezra Gadros with the extra point and puts their team up 21-16.
You know, one of the things, Mark, is there's no defensive pressure on the quarterback. I mean, he has a lot of time to allow that route to develop. Again, it tried to cause a fumble, but did not happen.
All right, 38-yard catch there by Alvarado, and the Eagles are back in front. We'll be back.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And here's the kickoff, picked up by the Warriors at the 25-yard line on a squib kick and run it up to the 40. And they'll start from there with good field position. 21-16 our score, and we've already seen 3 kickoffs here in less than 2 minutes of play of the second half.
And Mark, one thing to remember, I mean, when you start with this field position, as soon as you get a first down, you're already on the mission side.
21-16. Yeah, that mission scoring drive. That went 73 yards in 5 plays. Alvarado with the 38-yard catch. Mission up by 5 now. And here's Rowe from the 42, and a big hole here. How about this? That's Lopez. Breaks the tackle off the 30, and he's going to score. Wow.
What's going on, Mark?
58-yard run there by Alex Lopez, his 5th score of the year. And the Warriors regain the lead, and we are seeing all kinds of fireworks here in the 3rd quarter.
What a nice run. Coming into this game, he had 50 carries for 300 yards. The Eagle defense nowhere to be found.
And here's Nunez with the extra point try, his 2nd of the opening moments of the 3rd quarter. And it's good. The Warriors lead it 24-21. Or excuse me, 23-21. With 9:46 to go. Here's another look at it. Here's Lopez.
A big hole right up the middle.
And broke 2 tackles there. And ran it in 58 yards for the score. Just a 1-play drive. We got the cone of excellence on him.
Look at that,
Look at him headbutt his teammates.
He is excited. That's the best celebration I've seen all year, Mark.
Wow, he's going to headbutt all of his teammates there. So he got his 5th score of the year.
That's someone that appreciates scoring a touchdown.
So 23-21 the score, with Rowe with 14 points to Mission 7 here in the opening 2.5 minutes.
So what kind of adjustments are the Warrior defense going to make? If they don't make some adjustments, they're having trouble stopping the Eagle offense.
And here's the kickoff, our 4th of the second half. Fielded at the 7-yard line, and then run up all the way up to the 30-yard line. Mission will set up from there, and on the return, that was Gonzalez.
Something has to happen for this Rowe Warrior defense. The defensive line has not caused any pressure on the quarterback. Something's going to have to happen here because the quarterback for the Eagles has a lot of confidence right now. Gano doing a great job.
Yeah, he's got 175 yards passing, 1 touchdown pass. Actually, 2 touchdown passes. And here's Delgado on the first carry. Carries up to the 37-yard line. A gain of 7.
And many carries by Delgado, he seems like he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards, and then before you know it, he's got you 8 yards. He just keeps moving, moving, and moving. Very difficult to bring down.
2nd and 2. There's another handoff. Delgado looks like he has the first down as he crosses the 40 to about the 41. That'll move the chains there for the Eagles.
You know, sometimes I wonder, Mark, when they say that a defense gets tired because they're on the field a lot, but isn't the offense on the field a lot too when they're always driving? So I don't see how both teams don't get tired.
Here's 1st and 10. Gano's pass toward the sideline, caught by Alvarado. And that's going to be good enough for another first down.
And the Eagles' offense, I mean, they're pretty much doing anything they want to. They're running the ball well, and they're throwing the ball well.
Eagles with 14 first downs here in the game as they get a quick pass off to Alvarado. And he's into Warrior territory to the 46-yard line.
Nice tackle right there by Ramos. You see this beautiful isolation. And here where he got hit pretty good by Ramos.
So Ramos, a fierce tackler, came in averaging just almost 9.5 tackles a game. Man goes in motion. They hand this off. This is Delgado again.
And there he goes again.
Delgado with a couple yards across the 45 to the row 43. It'd be a pickup at 3. So 2nd down now. Clock is running. Row by 2. Here's Cano with time. Gonna launch this one, looking for Sital, and incomplete.
Very
coverage on the
nicely
play
defended
by Hector Andrade.
Yeah. Andrade did a good job of staying with the receiver. Would have taken a spectacular catch to make that one work.
Yeah, real good coverage. Take a near perfect pass. And here they go on 3rd down and 7. And a pass into a crowd is overthrown. It's going to be incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 7 here for the Eagles.
And that's what the Rowe Warriors needed to do on that one. They did send in. I saw Dante Rodriguez coming in on a blitz. I don't know if he's the one, but somebody rushed Cano. That time he didn't have all the time. So it's going to force a punt.
There's Aguirre standing back to receive about his own 10-yard line. Castro is the punter. High snap, but has it and kicks it away.
Get out of the way.
And killed by Delgado. Although Rowe's going to be pinned deep.
So the Warrior defense finally got themselves a stop, a much-needed stop.
Yeah, just under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Warriors 2 touchdowns on their 2 possessions here in this second half. See what they can do here.
I don't remember in all the games, all these games that we do, Mark, I don't ever remember seeing that.
They've had 2 consecutive one-play drives. A long pass and a long run. And here they're going to fake the run and pass it off. That's Gonzalez, the tight end. Makes the catch up to the 18-yard line. So they pick up 5.
And you'll take those 5. Hurry up offense by the Warriors trying to catch the Eagle defense by surprise.
Warriors calling the play quickly. 1 man in the backfield behind Garza. They'll give it to him on a delay. And up to the 20-yard line. Gain of 2 and a bring up 3rd down and about 3. Warriors just 1 for 7 on 3rd downs in this game. We see Coach Jamar Taylor, his first year as head coach of the Warriors. And of course, he's a former Mission Eagle himself. Class of 98. And here's Garza on 3rd down and 3. Gonna launch this one. Man is open and broken up. It's intended for Gonzalez and broken up by Salinas. And it'll be 4th down.
And now the Eagle defense comes up with a stop. It looked like the throw was there, but once he jumped up in the air, he lost his balance. And you look at Garza, like, what happened there?
Yep.
He wanted to stay on the field for sure.
Garza, well, I guess he does get to stay out there because he's the punter. But not for the reason he wanted. See, back to receive was Sital at his own 40-yard line. Mission looks like they want to put on some pressure, but they don't. The flag is down. And a high booming punt caught by Sital at his own 31-yard line. And it's going to fight his way up to about the 35 before a host of Warriors bring him down, but there was a flag way back at the line of scrimmage.
And if it's on the Eagles, it would be a 1st down, but they are talking to Coach Taylor, but that doesn't mean that the penalty is on the Eagles. We'll see what our
could have been somebody lining up offside or something. See what the officials call.
Eloy Pulido, the referee for today's game.
Illegal formation on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard. Re-kick.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll make them re-kick. That's only the 2nd penalty on the Warriors here tonight.
Do you know where the Eagles were going to take possession of the ball, Mark?
They would have had it about their 35. They'll probably end up with more positive yards here.
We'll see how much this penalty is going to affect where the Eagles get the ball back.
Garza had a pretty good punt on that last one. They're going to mark this off 5 yards now, moving back to the 15. Warriors came in winners of 3 of their last 4 games. Trying to keep that momentum going. They have a 2-point lead. Garza, no pressure again. He gets off another boomer, but this one at the 41 by Sital, able to dodge a couple of tacklers, and he gets into road territory at the 48-yard line. So it's a difference of 17 yards, Mario.
That's big
for the Eagles.
That's big. They're already on the road side of the field.
At the halfway point of the third quarter already. You should see another look at it. And Sital able to get under that one. It's about 10 yards on the return here. And a nice tackle there by the Warriors. That looked like Alex Aguirre. We're going to spot him at the row 49-yard line. So Mission playing with just half the field here as they trail by 2. It's got 4 receivers running out. Here comes the blitz. Evades Ramos. Now running for his life. And is going to be tackled there after getting back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Justin Filan.
What a good hustle play by Justin Filan, the senior. Coming into this game with 19 total tackles, 7 of them solo. Good job by quarterback Cano avoiding a sack.
He actually picked up 1 yard there. So 2nd down and 9. Here they are, and a handoff. Acevedo goes nowhere. Stymied at the line of scrimmage.
Warrior defense, they just messed up the play right away, but I do believe there's a flag somewhere.
Flag at the far end of the field. The line of scrimmage there, and they're talking it over now. You can see the flag in the background. They were going to mark it originally as a 2-yard loss for Acevedo, but we'll see what this is.
I think they'll decline the play.
Might be an illegal motion.
Referee trying to communicate with Coach Taylor.
No, I think they're
illegal motion against the offense. Receiver was moving forward at the snap. Penalties decline. Result of the play, 3rd down.
It's a 3rd and 9. No, 2nd and 9. No, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, third down now.
So look for a pass there.
They declined it.
There's 3 receivers to the left side, so expect a pass somewhere over there.
And here they go on 3rd and 9. Going to throw this, and it's caught for a 1st down. That's Alvarado. Breaks a tackle and still going at the 25-yard line before Rodriguez forces him out of bounds.
Huge play.
And, Eagles.
3rd and 9.
Coming through big there.
Yeah, he was wide open.
23 yards.
Good hustle by Dante Rodriguez. If not, who knows?
Got the 1st, and here's a run here by Acevedo. Nice run there as he's finally brought down by Valencia, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
Good drive here by the Eagles. At the very least, they are already in field goal territory.
Picked up 13 yards. 16 1st downs now in this game here for Mission. And here's Acevedo, caught in the backfield, and he'll be nailed for a loss of yards. It was Ramos coming in on a blitz from his linebacker spot. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ramos at the right place at the right time. Those are the huge plays when you get a tackle for a loss.
He has a loss of 4 yards.
So Ramos and Dante Rodriguez are still, they're battling each other to see who ends up at the end of this night with a team lead in total tackles.
We're going to call it a loss of 3. And here's Cano wanting to throw. Evades one would-be tackler. Now being caught by Ramos. Gets rid of the football. An errant pass, and this might be intentional grounding.
Because I don't think it crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no receiver in that area.
That's a big penalty because it's also a loss of down.
Patrick Mahomes tried that a couple of times.
Intentional grounding. Number 1 of the offense. Spot foul. Loss of down. 3rd down.
And the other thing that this penalty does, Mark, it's huge. It could knock them out of field goal territory.
Yeah, knocks him back to the 25, a loss of 9 on the play.
Number 5 mark is the one that cost it again, Ramos.
Yeah.
Having a great night. Rosbel Ramos.
So 3rd down and 22 here for Mission. And maybe, like you pointed out, they're kind of out of field goal range. But
and
they can run a
5
short
yards.
play here and pick up 6-7 yards.
And another 5-yard penalty.
False start.
Another 5 yards.
On the offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
And those are the kind of plays that have hurt the Eagles all year.
It's their first penalty of the second half.
3rd and 27.
3rd and a country mile here. You can see Rowe in a prevent defense here. And Connell's going to throw this and got it into Alvarado near the 15-yard line. So they got most of the penalty yardage back, and they're back in field goal range.
Yes, they are. It's a huge play.
Spot him at the 16, a pickup of 14 yards.
I don't know if the Eagles they're thinking about it on the sideline. They haven't sent in the field goal kicking unit. It looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, their main kicker is not in the lineup tonight. They have a backup kicker. This may be why they're going for it. 4th and 13, and here's the blitz, and look at that! Dante Rodriguez comes crashing through and knocks Cotto down for the sack, and the road defense continues to hold firm.
And you know, Dante, like I told you, Mark, 2 weeks ago at one of the restaurants, he told me he was going to have a game. Dante Rodriguez right there.
So kind of a delayed blitz by Rowe. An adjustment they must have made during that halftime. As you pointed out, they weren't. Their pass rush was ineffective the first half.
Was the right call at the right time, and Dante's a sure tackler. But now the Warrior offense, they have to stay on the field a little bit.
And here's Garza, breaks a tackle in the backfield and races forward, trying to take the ball from him.
He's still up.
He's still going across the 30, and now they blow it dead. It's like a rugby scrum there.
And that's what you say, Mark, that he turned what, lemonade into lemons, or what? Lemons into
No, the
lemonade?
other way around.
Okay.
Yeah, made lemonade out of lemons.
Because he avoided a loss, and they kept going. So instead of maybe a 2nd and 12, it's a 2nd and 3. Good job by Garza.
And here's Rowe in a running formation. It's going to be play action. They want to throw deep. Going long over the middle for Aguirre. And incomplete. Terrific defensive play there by Sebastian Rodriguez.
Yeah, Sebastian Rodriguez. He could have been fooled, but he wasn't. Good job.
Yeah, Rowe brought everybody in tight, 2 tight ends, and did a play action pass on
Injury
2nd and
timeout.
short. Seemed like the perfect recipe to go deep, but you can see Rodriguez had excellent coverage. So Rodriguez celebrating there. We've got an officials timeout at the moment with 3:21 to go here in the 3rd. And we'll take a quick break and step aside for a moment. It's Row 23, Mission 21. Here are the last 3.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter at DQ Fan Field, and we'll be back in a moment. And bringing it back now, Rowe facing a 3rd down and 3.
Very important play. The Warriors need a 1st down.
Yep. And Warriors, they hand this off and get the 1st down on 2nd effort. It's Jimenez on the carry. Had a touchdown earlier tonight for his 8th of the season. And now carries this one up to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And this is where it helps that Coach Taylor uses several running backs, so they're never tired.
The handoff on first down. A little bit of running room there. Breaks a tackle, and this is Jimenez. Look at him go. Being caught from behind and fumbles the football. Is stripped away, and Mission has it now. That's Rodriguez. And Rodriguez brought down at the 31-yard line. And it's his second turnover tonight against the Rowe Warriors.
And I think they're at the end of the tackle. I think they're going to give him maybe a possible face mask, so they're even going to get more yards. But what an unfortunate situation for the Warriors. They had a big gain. And give credit, when we see the replay, let's see who's the one that caused the fumble, Mark. He's the one that deserves credit. They punched it out.
After the interception.
Right
there, number 20
during the return
for the Mission Eagles. Did a
personal
great
foul,
job of punching
face
the
mask,
ball out.
number 4. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Jose Sanchez, Mark, was the one that caused the fumble on that hustle. And then that additional penalty is going to give the Eagles great field position where, I mean, the Warriors finally got themselves a couple of big plays, big fumble, big turnover.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty takes it all the way up to the 46-yard line. And here they go, and look at this. Pressure on Cotto, and another sack for the Warriors. Their pass rush has really come alive here in the second half. Fabian De La Garza with the tackle.
And those are the adjustments that the defensive coordinator for the Warriors had to make because quarterback Cano had too much time. But Mark, one of the keys to our game here was avoiding costly errors.
Here's an attempted screen pass for Delgado, but Cotto basically had to throw it away as Rowe had read that one well. And it's going to bring up third down.
They probably recognized it from the film. And I don't know if he threw it away, but it kind of almost hit the receiver on the back. So now at 3rd and 22, are the Warriors going to play soft and allow some yardage to be caught? But we'll see. But we'll see they continue to blitz.
Eagles 4 for 14 on third down, and here's an inside pass. This is caught, breaks a tackle, trying to get close to the first down. That's Castro on the catch and run. It's going to bring up fourth down here. They cross over to Warrior territory to the 48. A gain of 17.
That was a big gain there. And it makes it like a 4th and 4, but it looks like the Eagles are willing to punt and continue to pin the Warriors down deep in their own territory.
Valencia, Rodriguez, and also Jesse Cantu in there on that tackle. That's 4th down and 4.
Now they look like the Warrior defense they're not going to put anybody back, Mark.
And Castro with the punt, the 5th of the game for Mission. And this takes a big Warrior bounce. That'll be killed by the Eagles at the 21-yard line.
You'll take it at the 21 instead of deep in your own 5-yard line. So that's a good thing for the Warriors. And Mark, I wonder if Coach Robert Flores, who knows all these kids from Rowe, because he coached there last year, I don't know if he knows a lot of some interesting details about the team.
Yeah, Coach Robert Flores, a longtime head coach of the Rowe Warriors, longtime assistant as well before that. Now coaching a Mission as Garza to throw on first down. And this is caught by Landon Barrera. Near a first down there.
And Landon Barrera, you know he's going to have respect, especially after that long touchdown that he had. The corners are playing him very soft.
Yeah, gain of 7 there. 2nd down and 3. Rowe still leading by 2 here. Last minute and a half of the 3rd period. A handoff. Not much room there for Lopez. Last time he carried it, went 58 yards to the end zone. This one gets a yard after he's brought down by Esteban Martinez. So to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. They'll hand this off. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Lopez on the carry. And a good stop there by Emilio Alvarado.
Now the Warriors are going to have to punt themselves, Mark.
There's a loss of a yard, actually. 4th down and 3 now for Nikki Rowe. And clock running here, the last 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. There's Coach Robert Flores there, the glasses. I graduated from Rowe High School in '95. The football player, also involved in track and basketball back in his playing days. And here's the punt, a long one by Garza. Wow, look at this. A little bit too long, so it goes into the end zone for a touchback. But there'll be no return there for the Mission Eagles, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter score.
And our score after 3 is Rowe 23, Mission 21. Rowe with the lead, but Mission with the ball when we start the 4th. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And we're back, started the 4th quarter, and Mission with a good run here on the first play, and the ball may have come out. No signal yet from the officials. I think Mission did get it back. But a good run by Delgado. See it again here.
God, this guy's tough, Mark.
Bouncing off defenders like a pinball, and then lost the football. The Eagles able to recover it. And here's a pass on 1st down intended for Acevedo. Unable to bring it in. And then for good measure, the hit coming in by Nomar Aguirre.
That's a pretty good hit, and Aguirre making sure that the receiver did not hang on to the ball right there. And that's a legal hit.
So opening moments of the 4th quarter. And Cano, a delay here to his running back, and Warriors all over that one. And they'll blow this one dead. And that was Acevedo. He had the carry.
And a perfect call there by defensive coordinator Mark on the, that was a blitz. Dante was one of them, and it just blew up the play right there.
Yeah, lost 2 yards. And it'll be 3rd down now.
And there's a penalty.
Yeah, Warriors may have jumped offside. Or maybe Mission did.
False start on the offense. Number 3. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So they stop the plays usually on the offense. Now it's a 3rd and 17. And you know why that penalty is cost, Mark? Because of the blitz packages that the Warriors are now operating on. It's putting pressure on the defensive lineman.
Acevedo in the backfield with Gatto. Wants to throw on 3rd and long, and over the middle, caught. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. I think it's good enough for a first by Alvarado. It is enough for the 1st down.
And because the Eagles have a passing attack, and Cano's doing a good job of finding his receivers wide open, the Warriors continue to give up those big plays.
18 yards there. Here's Acevedo on 1st down.
The other reason,
not much.
The other reason the Eagles are able to get big yardage on 3rd and long is because there's a lot of protection for Cano. At that time, I don't think the Warriors blitz. So
2nd and 8 here for the Eagles. Going to throw long right side for Sital. It's well covered, and it's incomplete. Coverage on the play by the cornerback, Hector Andrade. It'll be third down.
And that 3rd and 8 is no big deal for the Eagles. I mean, they've gotten a couple of 3rd and longs.
Eagles 5 for 16 on 3rd down. A little less than a third. 3rd down and 8 here. And here comes the blitz again. Going to throw this one long left side, and this is broken up. Almost caught by Santiago Gonzalez, but broken up there by Aaron Alejandro.
Aaron Alejandro, the junior. Good defense. It's going to cost another punt. Alejandro's right there.
Yeah, Alejandro stayed on it, as Gonzalez was going to bring that in. So it's 4th down, and they've got the punting unit on. Rowe with modest pressure. Punts up and away, and going to be, and the ball comes loose. It's a muff. And a fight for the ball. I think Aguita had called for it as a fair catch, but unable to hang on. And it's going to be Mission Eagle football. Officials still talking it over, although both teams have trotted off the field.
The reason the officials got together is that they want to make sure they get the right call. On that play, I mean, Aguirre waited until there was a lot of the defenders that were real close to him.
Well spotted at the 15-yard line.
That goes back to our keys to the game, avoiding costly errors.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. 3rd turnover on the Warriors. Here they run this one straight ahead. That's Delgado. Here's the previous play again. Yeah, Aguita hit just as the ball came in there. And it looked like it was recovered by Ezra Gadros. So here they are at the 11 after a gain of 4. And they hand this off. Delgado up the middle, fights his way toward the 5, and it'll be a 1st down.
Delgado continues to impress, Mark. He didn't come in here with big stats. But boy, he's a tough runner. Hurry up offense time.
Yep, on 1st and goal, handoff. Looked like Delgado. And Delgado gets to the 4.
Well, Delgado only came into this game with 265 yards, a 5-yard average. But he didn't have a lot of carries.
You see him protecting that football with both hands.
The Eagles are already marking field goal, absolutely, territory. But they want a touchdown like they did in the first half.
A 3-man in the backfield here as Cano's going to hand this off. Delgado breaks a tackle and breaks the plane of the end zone. He's in for a touchdown. And the Eagles have regained the lead. 27-23 here in the early 4th.
And that's taking advantage of the miscue, the turnover.
Delgado's first touchdown of the game, is 3rd of the year. Where they line up for the extra point. Cadros trying to give his team a 5-point lead. This line drive kick, and it's good. And it's 28-23 in favor of the Eagles with 8:42 remaining. And here's another look at the touchdown there by running back Delgado. Fights his way into the end zone, and Mission clawing their way back in. Warriors to receive the kickoff when we come back. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back here to DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reda. The rest of our MITV award-winning team bringing you an exciting game here. 28-23 our score. We see back to receive Anthony Hernandez standing about his own 10-yard line. And here's the kick by Cadros. It's going to go out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to come out to the 25-yard line for the Warriors.
Of course, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, plenty of time for the Warriors. See if they can get a drive going.
Yeah, and that scoring drive, by the way, for Mission, of course, after the muff by the Warriors, it was recovered at the 15-yard line. Went 4 plays and 15 yards. Delgado with a 4-yard run to put his team in front 28-23. Warriors at their own 25, 1st and 10. Still have all 3 of their timeouts. And here's a handoff. Big hole here up the middle. First down and more. That's Lopez trying to do it again. He's at the 30. One man to beat. Oh. He's at the 20, and he's going to score. A touchdown for the Warriors, and Alex Lopez has turned in the magic once again for the second time tonight. 75 yards as Lopez takes it to the house and puts the Warriors back in front.
Lopez is very quick, Mark, and he doesn't look like he has golden speed, but obviously he does because he outruns the defenders. They can't catch up to him.
Yeah, he seems to go faster the further he runs down the field, or instead of slowing down. Extra point try. Garza, the quarterback, is the holder for Nunez. And Nunez's extra point up and good. He's now 4 for 4 in the game. And the Warriors lead it 30-28 here in the fourth quarter. Now we're going to look at the replay here. 75 yards, one play here.
Good blocking.
And look at him just knife his way through the defense. Only man who had a realistic shot was Sebastian Rodriguez. And Lopez, his second long score tonight, 58 yards and now 75 yards for the touchdown. And for Lopez, he's got 6 touchdowns now on the year. Time for the fan cam.
Lopez came into this game with a 305 yards market, but now he's probably going to leave tonight as the leading rusher. Lopez Negrete for the Warriors.
Five lead changes we've seen tonight, by the way. Last night we saw 8 lead changes in that Memorial 3-point win over Edinburgh Vela.
That was a classic, wasn't it, Mark?
It was. And this game's turning into one.
Lots of fun, going both ways.
The Warriors are 3-1 in district, while Mission is at 1-3. And realistically, Mission needs to win out their last 3 games to have a shot at the postseason. Here they have the ball at the 27-yard line, 8:30 to play. Both teams with explosive offense here in this second half. 2-yard pickup there.
I do have a score. The McAllen Bulldogs are up in the second half, 48-7 over Rio Grande City.
So Mackay looks like they're on their way to a win. And here's a handoff. Modest yardage will be third down. That was Acevedo on the carry.
It was a third and about 4. Delgado's been a hot running back, getting you the tough yards. It looks like anything is possible, but probably a pass. So we'll see if the Warriors continue to send in blitzes.
Here, low snap to Cano, third down and 4. Hits his man and has the first down. And that was Alvarado.
And Cano makes it look easy. Very poised, good pass, wide open receiver.
It's up to 270 yards passing. Could be changing the play here. They've still got 18 seconds on the play clock. And he's going to fake it to Acevedo, pass it out to the sides. Alvarado breaks a couple of tackles and fights his way up to midfield. It's a gain of 7 there.
And that's a good effort because they had him down. Take a look at the replay. Right there, kept going, and he got an additional 5 yards.
Yep, to the 49. And second down and 4 now. Clock running at 6.5 to go. Bring in the house, and here's Acevedo, and he's brought down. Usually a team's vulnerable if the offense completes a pass off a blitz, but the road defense was all over the place on this one.
Well done, well done.
Justin Felon with the open field tackle on Acevedo. Actually lose yardage back to the 46.
Felon came into this game with 19 total tackles. Here's the play.
And
another
here's
pass.
On third down and over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Alvarado, broken up by Aguirre. It'll be fourth down.
That's a great play by Aguirre. You have to punt here, Mark. Aguirre was not fooled on the route. He has to feel good, especially since he had that fumble. He's got to play. He's got to forget. That's what you expect from Aguirre.
Just past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Rowe doesn't have anybody back right now. There's nobody back to receive this punt. It's going to take a bounce at the 25 and killed by the Eagles at about the 22, it looks like. And that's where Nikki Rowe will set up with a chance to run out the clock here.
Well, with 5:48, Mark, both teams do have the 3 timeouts and then the 2-minute timeout, so there's still plenty of time out there. What the Warriors need to do, if anything, they just need to get themselves some first downs and drive all the way.
Yeah, they want to dial up a length of the field drive. Eats up most of the clock. We'll start off with the run here. Looks like Lopez. He's able to carry the ball up to the 25-yard line. And a gain of 3.
A gain of 3.
Warriors rushing up to 177 yards now. And they had just 69 in the first half.
The last possession there, play, Derek Bruneda, number 77, came up with a pancake.
And here's a handoff on second down. Lopez again. Gets a couple more yards, but now to bring up third down.
Here's where your senior quarterback, Garza, has to come up. There is a flag.
Yeah, they hadn't spotted the ball yet because of the flag. As we look on at Coach Jody Cantu.
Ball start on the offense. Number 0, he was lined up over the ball at the snap. 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Oh, they're going to move him back 5 yards.
So that makes it a 2nd and 12.
Just the 4th penalty tonight on Nikki Rowe. But that one a costly one as it stops the clock and moves them back and creates a 2nd and 12 situation.
And it's almost, because it's a 2nd and 12, it's almost a passing down. If they do pass, it's maybe a short pass, safe pass. Give your playmakers an opportunity to get some yards after a catch. You do have 3 receivers to the left side.
Trips left, and they'll fake the handoff. Garza throws this, broken up, and it's incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Benji De Leon, the freshman wide receiver. And Mission's defense able to break that one up. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the defender got there and jarred the ball loose.
It was Salinas, the defender, on the play.
That was close. The defender was there right on time when the ball got there.
Warriors just 2 for 9 on 3rd downs tonight, facing a 3rd down and 12. Just under 5 minutes to go.
Look for Barrera.
Here's Garza out of the gun. Gonna go long, over the middle, and broken up. Tipped and incomplete, intended for Gonzalez, who's running a post route. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Well done by the Mission Eagle defense. They needed a stop.
They're coming in there. Gonzalez almost able to pull that in. But instead, it's 4th down. And the punting unit is on there.
The Eagles should get a good field position out of this.
And they have all 3 of their timeouts. Satal standing at his own 40-yard line. And Satal's going to signal to stay away from it. And this takes a huge Eagles roll all the way into Warrior territory before it's killed at the Warrior 42-yard line. So excellent field position here for Mission.
And here's a golden opportunity for the Eagles, Mark.
Yeah, that punt was only a net difference of 22 yards. And the Eagles will get it with 4:41 remaining. And mind you, all they need is a field goal, but they don't have their #1 kicker in the lineup tonight. So here on 1st down, Gano's going to hand this off, gives it to Delgado, and gets to the 36, a gain of 6.
And you gotta like the way Delgado is running, Mark. He's really protecting the ball. You can see him right here with 2 hands on it. He does not want to fumble.
Valencia on the tackle. The clock ready now at 4:15 to go. Be under 4 minutes by the time they snap it.
And pretty soon, Coach Taylor's going to have to think if he's going to have to use his timeout so he can have an opportunity to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd down and 4. They get this to Delgado again, and Delgado held up at the line of scrimmage and trying to take that ball away from him. Maybe a yard there for him. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And once again, Delgado did get but 1 yard. But what's impressive is that he is holding on to the ball with 2 hands while the road defense is trying to create a turnover.
The Mission coaches looking on intently. So I'm sure the row coaches are as well. We're at 3.5 to go. The Mission's kind of going all in on this possession. So they're taking their time, letting the clock wind down. Here's Cano with time over the middle and bounces up in the air and then incomplete.
And there's a flag.
Flags come in from all over. It was intended for Castro. And this might be a penalty on Rowe.
Defensive pass interference. #1 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
Mark, it could be because the defensive back did not turn around.
Well, it hit him right in the helmet.
It really hit him in the helmet, so.
It's going to be 15 yards, not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty, so the ball moves up to the 20-yard line. Yes, automatic first down. And now with just over 3 minutes to go, the Eagles are in the red zone. Here comes the blitz. They're going to give this to Delgado, trying to get outside. Not quite able to turn that corner, picks up a yard, and the clock will move.
Good job on the left side of the Warrior defense. They hadn't tried running that play. Most of the runs were up the middle. Coach Taylor thinking about when is it time for him to start using those precious 3 timeouts.
Yeah, Mission hasn't used any either. 2nd down and 9. Again, they hand off to Delgado. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And then surges all the way to the 11.
He did it again, Mark.
8 yards there. And he'll be just shy of the first down, less than a yard.
We're going to get to the 2-minute timeout.
Yep, the clock will stop there. It's 2 minutes
2-minute
left
timeout
in the game. 3rd down and 1 for the Mission Eagles. 30-28, Rowe in front. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Things aren't going my way, 'cause that will be boring. School my life.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000
and benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
A lot of excitement brewing here at TQ Fan
What's
Field.
going on?
Fans are really into it. 2 minutes left in the game. And both teams in a position to win. Mission driving right now, facing a 3rd down and 1 at the 11. And they're going to run this quarterback
penalty,
sneak.
no?
But there's a flag down in the backfield.
Number 6
it's
of the
against
offense.
the Eagles.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Long time to get that penalty, Mark. It looked like the quarterback was going to get the first down. That little tush push. And now it makes it a 3rd and 6. Almost a passing down.
2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating
first
for our
down.
Play clock. Can you reset the clock to 2 minutes?
All in. So no time running off the clock. 3rd and 6 now here for the Eagles. And Cano, play action, being rushed, throws for the end zone, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. It's Satal with the touchdown catch.
What a beautiful
and the Eagles
pass.
have the lead.
What makes that pass special, Mark, was that the quarterback had pressure on him. So he released it, Cano, with pressure on him, Mark, and it was as perfect of a pass as it could possibly be.
Look at the replay.
There's the pressure.
In the back of the end zone.
Great catch.
Yeah. And Satal with his first touchdown of the night has now 6 touchdowns on the year.
Timeout.
The bad news for the Warriors, now they're behind, but the good news, Mark, is it's still 1 minute and 54 seconds to go, and they do have 3 timeouts.
We've got an official's timeout at the moment. As they see to a player. We'll see if Mission goes for 2 here or not, as they have time to talk it over. And we're going to look at our next game for both of these teams. And Nikki Rowe is going to be at Edinburgh Bella next week. That'll be...
I don't think.
And
no, Mark, I don't.
Rowe
no.
High, they already played Edinburgh Bella.
October 17th was.
Yeah, they played them already.
It happened.
That's
Mark.
their previous game. Next game for Rowe is going to be Memorial.
That should be a good one.
Yeah. And that'll be Friday of next week. Next webcast there, that'll be Mission. We'll see them again as they take on the McAllen High Bulldogs. And that'll be Thursday, October 30th. That'll be at 7 o'clock. For a Thursday night game, we'll have a doubleheader for you next week. And of course, next Friday will be Nikki Rowe against the Memorial Mustangs. Mustangs winners last night, so they're 5-0 in the district. Mission trying to get to 2-3 and stay alive in the playoff chase. Rowe's at 3-1 right now.
Man, we've had 2 good games here, back-to-back, Mark. They're both going down to the wire.
And it looks like Mission will go for 2 here. This could give them a 6-point lead instead of a 5-point lead. And here's low snap to Cano. Cano with a pass run option into the end zone and caught for 2. That's Sital again, the back of the end zone. And Sital extends Mission's lead to 36-30. And now Rowe would need a touchdown and an extra point in order to regain the lead.
Got to give the Eagles credit on that. I mean, they did what they had to do. And now an opportunity for the Warrior offense. They put up 30 points themselves, so. Nice roll out and pass.
3 touchdown passes tonight for Cano, who came in with 11. He gives them 14 on the season. He's got 289 yards passing tonight.
He's had a fabulous game. Especially getting some big first downs, creating situations.
The score now 36-30. It's our 6th lead change.
And Elijah Garza, quarterback for the Warriors, he's very capable of doing the same thing.
And here's the kick. It's going to be high and a little bit short. Bounces at the 20. Picked up there. Across the 25 up to about the 26. The short return there for Anthony Hernandez. And Rowe will have 1:50 seconds and all 3 of their timeouts in order to get a tying touchdown.
And we know in high school football that's played in time, Mark, because anytime you get a first down, the clock stops for the movement of the chains. And then you also have the out of bounds, stop the clock.
We've seen a lot of fireworks here in this second half. See what happens here. And here's Garza, gonna hand this off. Lopez on a sweep, able to turn the corner, breaks the tackle, has the first down, breaks another tackle at the 40 and up to the 47-yard line. It's a run of 21 yards and a first down.
You know, he's a unique runner, Mark. He runs low to the ground, runs over defenders, and he's got the speed. Look at him. Right there, he ran over a guy. Kept going. It took 3 defenders to bring him down.
Alvarado bringing him down finally. And here is a short run by Lopez. Breaks some tackles and gets into Eagles territory to the 43-yard line and picks up 10 yards.
And the running game is what's working for the Warriors right now.
Warriors now over 200 yards rushing, or 208. And here's another sweep. Look at this. Lopez again breaks a tackle at the 30 and all the way down to the 27-yard line. And it's just the Alex Lopez show here, thanks to some spectacular blocking by the Rowe offensive line.
Man, Alex Lopez, he's hot. He is just on fire with his running attack.
Minute 8 to go. And now a timeout called.
Timeout. Mission.
I believe that was Mission's timeout. And with a minute 8 showing, the Warriors are in business here at the 27-yard line with 1st and 10.
And that's all you ask, Mark. A good comeback by the Warriors, a good response. You just want to give yourself an opportunity to win the game. And that's what they're doing.
Coach Jamar Taylor, who's been in his share of highlight filled games, giving some instructions there.
And I think his players responded to him. You know, once they saw that they were down, you could tell he had the composure. The players were relaxed.
So 1st down at the 28-yard line. And Garza out of the gun. Steps up, got to run, he's got some room, trying to get to that sideline, crosses the 20, close to a 1st down, and stops the clock with 1 minute to go. Another look at it here. Didn't see his first option open, then saw a huge hole.
And going out of bounds saves you a timeout. And you're at the 20 mark, you got everything is open. Playbook, running attack, or a pass.
And this is going to be 2nd down and a yard as they hand this off. And it looks like Lopez. And Lopez able to pick up the 1st down. That'll stop the clock for a few seconds while they move the chains. Gain of 3.
Keep an eye on Barrera if they pass. Timeout, Mark.
Timeout. Rowe. That is their first timeout of the half.
So Rowe uses a timeout. Each team has 2 remaining. Mission on top by 6. Warriors, though, knocking on the door. They're in the red zone at the 16-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Here, both teams in the huddle. Both teams know this game is crucial for playoff hopes on both sides. We've seen 6 lead changes in this game. Will we see a 7th?
This is where an experienced senior quarterback is what you want on your side, and that's what Elijah Garza is.
Haven't seen them throw to Landon Barrera in a while. Let's see what happens here on 1st down. Garza wants to throw. Buys himself some time, now lets it go, and it's caught inside the 5, but they're saying out of bounds. Was caught by Gonzalez, but I believe his feet were out. We'll take another look.
I think it is a good call, Mark. Good protection. Garza with composure, definitely out of bounds.
Yeah, it came down out of bounds. Even looked like a foot was out before he caught it. So incomplete pass.
37 seconds to go.
And 2nd down. 4 down territory, of course. 3 receivers to the left. And now a timeout.
I don't
False
know if
start
it's a timeout or a
on the
false
offense.
start, Mark.
Number 6.
Oh, you're right.
5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
That's not the time you want to have a penalty. All yards are precious now.
You're right, a costly penalty there.
And a 2nd and 15 basically takes away the run, unless the Warriors want to surprise the defense, but it's a passing down.
And Garza out of the gun. Going to rifle this over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Hinojosa.
I thought there was contact there, Mark, before the ball got there, but nothing was called. And Coach Taylor looks like he wasn't happy with nothing called. There was contact. There was contact there.
You've got Sital there playing defensive back.
You can tell the reaction of the receiver. Look at him looking for a flag. But you can't worry about those things.
Yeah, you basically have two downs to work with here. Third down and fourth down to get your 15 yards.
This is where your playbook.
So here you don't necessarily want to get off 15, but you do want to get something.
You don't want to go to a fourth down. I think the Warriors are going to have to call a timeout, Mark.
Timeout.
Not they would have gotten another 5-yard
Rowe.
penalty.
That is their second charge timeout of the half.
Now they have one timeout remaining. Needing a touchdown and the extra point to regain the lead. Here in this 8th game of the season. Only 2 more remain for both teams after tonight.
And I think this is where you want to make something happen, Mark, because if you don't, it puts a lot of pressure on you on a fourth down to get a big play. Barrera's lining up on the right side, right at the 20-yard line, and we'll see. Looks like.
Here they're lined up, 32 seconds left. Third down and 15. Garza wants to throw, is looking and looking, has all day. Gonna throw toward the end zone, and incomplete. It was intended for Luis Bettis in the back of the end zone. Little too far for him, and it will now be fourth down.
Garza was looking, didn't see a receiver, and even I think that one would have been outside. Was too far out.
So now they need to get all 15 yards or a penalty that could grant them a first down. But it's come down now to this, 24 seconds left. Warriors are 2 for 2 on fourth down tonight. And here's your ball game. Garza with time, steps up, fires, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Was caught near the first down marker, but it's incomplete. Intended for De Leon.
Congratulations to the Mission Eagle defense coming up with a big stop.
There'll be a turnover on downs, and Mission will take over at the 21-yard line. Just 12 seconds left. And Warriors with one timeout.
And it goes back to that fabulous play by Cano when they scored a touchdown. As you take a look at the replay, Garza just trying to get a first down.
Yeah, I think it would have been a first down. It was right about the 6-yard line where he nearly caught it. It was broken up by Emilio Alvarado. There's the knee. And it looks like the Warriors will not use their last timeout, and that'll be the ball game. Mission will come out with a 36-30 victory over the Warriors. And the Warriors have lost their second in a row and fall to 4-4 on the season, 3-2 in the district race. Mission, meanwhile, improves to 3-5 overall. They're 2-3 in district and still alive for the playoffs if they can win out. They got it the first step done here tonight as Mission Eagles defeat the Nikki Rowe Warriors by a score of 36-30. A game that featured 6 lead changes as these teams jostled back and forth. And for Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May, and the rest of our MITV broadcast crew saying so long from DQ Fan Field. Our final score, the Eagles 36, the Warriors 30. Good night.